आज के इस एपिसोड में हम कंज्यूमर ड्यूरेबल इंडस्ट्री के एक बहुत ही वेटरन और एक्सपर्ट एचआर कंसल्टेंट मिस्टर राजीव आनंद के साथ गुफ्तगू करेंगे. लेट्स गेट इनटू हिज साइड ऑफ स्टोरी एंड इनसाइट्स. व्हाट इज योर करंट असाइनमेंट यू आर हैंडलिंग?
First of all, thank you very much for inviting me to the show. Less said the better. We have worked together with BPL, and the industry has come a long way from selling black and white and color TVs. Today we are in the high-end consumer electronics, where we can boast of saying that from 1 million color TVs we have come to maybe about 20 million. So that's a good growth.
That's a long journey.
Yeah, it's a long journey, and now I think in the years to come we will see a lot of technological changes, and with the multinationals, the way we deal with our trade partners, the way we deal with our employees, everything is changing, and I think we are for a very aggressive times. Yeah.
So when did you started your career, Rajiv? I mean, mainly into electronics or consumer durable industry.
Yeah.
How long your career was?
Yeah, I started about 30 years ago.
Okay.
I started with the erstwhile Nelco brand of color TVs called Blue Diamond.
Yeah, I think number one brand.
Yeah, it was not the number one brand. Yeah, it was number one for some time. But then Videocon caught in, and the price war, and many brands, the Delhi brands, Bombay brands.
So how many companies you really worked with in? I think you handled almost all kind of products from TVs to.
I worked about 5 companies over a period of 15 to 20 years, and Nelco, Sharp, Voltas, Videocon, Aiba, so to say. So it's been a very good journey, and one has learned like any other person would have learned. But this industry really teaches you a lot. It makes you humble, it makes you aggressive. It makes you, keeps you on your toes actually.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
So which are the cities you work with? I mean,
most of it was Western region.
Okay.
But if you say city-wise, Mumbai, Indore, Pune, part of Gujarat.
Okay.
Goa is a very small market, so basically Western region.
So tell us something. Some of the big names in industry with closely with whom you really interacted and worked with.
Yeah, actually many people. Starting with Mr. Novi Gupta,
okay,
Mr. P.N. Dhoot, Mr. Ratan Tata. These are the people who I got a chance to interact in my early days. But I have really interacted very closely with Mr. Satish Molasi,
okay,
Mr. Anil Khera, Mr. Eric Viganza, Mr. Merchant. He is no more. We worked in Sharp together.
I heard you have worked closely with Kabir Mulchandani also.
Yeah,
and he played a very important role bringing the changes. Tell us something about your working experience with Mr. Kabir Mulchandani, because he was the man, I believe, who brought the exchange offer in color TV business and a kind of a revolution in the Indian market.
Yeah, Kabir Mulchandani was definitely very aggressive, very, very fast, very honest actually. Many people mistook him for a person who was not very ethical, so to say, but I think he was, the quality that I liked about him was that he was very, very, very honest, very, very dedicated to his business, and he knew the pulse of the market, and very hands-on actually. Yeah, very young, very hands-on, and I wish he continued in the Indian industry. We had him for a few years, but and he was a very good success story. Like that, if I look back, even Nelco, my first company, I had many professional managers. We learned a lot from him, which lay our foundation for the future. Many people from TAS, Tata Administrative Services, taught us how to sell, how to manage the channel partners. Yeah. So, in fact, the story goes on. I think.
So, when did you start that? After working for about how many years? About 20 years, 2 decades.
Yeah.
You decided to get into something of your own, and now you're an entrepreneur. You are leading HR company.
Yeah.
RINI Search Services.
Yeah.
And which year it happened? And
It actually happened in the year 2001, and it happened just by accident because there was a lull period, when jobs were hard to come by, and I met somebody for an interview. It's a very interesting story.
Okay.
And at the end of the interview, he offered me a job in his company. He said he is looking for a person in the human resource sector. So I said, yeah. I looked at it as a sales job. I was selling products. Now I said, let me sell human resources. And my advantage was that I knew the industry, I knew the people, I knew the processes, because I worked in sales, I worked in purchase, I worked in manufacturing. So therefore, I had an idea about each and every department. So that's a lot of reasons. You should have good PR. So I had a lot of knowledge about people. So it's a journey. You learn step by step.
I understand.
So it took me now again from 2001 to about 15 years full time. So in this 15 years, surely I feel now more matured, more seasoned. But still, like any other industry, every day is a learning. I still feel that there's a long way to go. And manufacturing and technology, even human resource industry is gaining importance in this country. Companies are realizing the importance of people.
Absolutely.
And we also feel, one person can make or mar the company.
I believe you're working almost with all leading companies and brands.
In the consumer electronics and white goods space, practically all the companies. Apart from this, we are also working with a few leading retail companies in the country. Not to forget e-commerce. So we are basically in e-commerce retail.
Wonderful.
But our forte is consumer electronics and white goods, because like any business, this is also a very specialized business. Okay. You cannot do justice to all the industries. You have to stick to one or two industries. Yeah.
Great. Rajiv, your contribution to the industry has been, very valuable. There is no denying that, from your experience of working with 6, 7 or whatever 5 companies, then subsequently today you are almost dealing with all brands in terms of the recruitment of people. I believe from the junior level manager to a very key positions in the country. See, EFF Times is an initiative towards bringing the industry, the trade partners, the industry views and reviews to a much closer area. We believe that if you really see in the media level, it is only the today gadgets are being talked about. There is hardly any focus and emphasizement on other category of products. That is why this EFF Times has taken the first initiative, wherein we will be covering virtually every segment of consumer durable industry, from video or audio products to large appliances, whether it is air conditioning, whether it is kitchen products or small appliances. Now, how do you feel about it? An area where we are getting into. And how do you think, the media is, playing a role today in consumer durable industry?
Yeah, actually media has gained a lot of importance in the last few years, and our industry, consumer durable industry, other than TV and Vyapar Journal, did not have any platform or place where we could express, and I think this is an excellent move from your side. I must congratulate you, because you are not only going to provide information about people, but you are also creating a platform where you do product analysis. You can inform the customer that which product has what strengths. Therefore, it's a reference. Like this, of course, the reviews and the views of the consumer durable industry will be exchanged. So I think
there is one particular area, wherein in our analysis, which we are going to also focus about, is the advertising, and advertisement plays a very important role in product promotion, and that's where we are going to review very closely the each advertising on our industry, which is being communicated to the end user. And how the ad has been perceived and how the response has been. Tell me a couple of ads which is in consumer electronics, which is in the top of your mind, and maybe the reason attached with.
Reason I really cannot think, because the ads come and go. For example, I saw the LG the panel ad, which is uppermost in my mind, and it's pretty striking. Basically, the advertiser wants to register the product in the consumer's mind. I think that has hit me well. Other than LG,
Any particular brand ambassador, any actor or any sports star who you believe you can immediately recall with?
Sachin Tendulkar with Toshiba.
Okay,
I think brand ambassadors, especially the film celebrities, work very fast.
Shahrukh does for Videocon.
I remember good old days. Even we did with Vinod Khanna for Nelco.
Yeah, I believe Mr. Bachchan played a very big role initial days of BPL branding as well. So he was one of the first, I believe, the brand ambassador for the BPL ad.
Correct.
Okay. So Rajiv, now tell us something. How do you de-stress yourself, and what are your hobbies?
I spend time with my family, and I sing. I have a hobby. I play the guitar. I like the Beatles. I like Hindi movies. And there are times I even go for a movie alone, all by myself.
I believe you carry your guitar many places. I had requested you to get it here also.
Yeah.
You have got it?
Yes.
So why not you play it for some time for us?
Yeah, okay. I'll sing.
Can you please?
Yeah. I'll sing one of the favorite songs of mine. It's called Imagine by John Lennon.
Okay. And we are so grateful.
Imagine there is no heaven. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people sharing all the love. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Thank you very much.
Oh, wonderful, Rajiv. Rajiv, it's so great to have you with us, and we look forward to from a lot of input from you on EFF Times. We wish you all the success in life, and thankful for your association with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.